everyone, I am Mas and I'm from University of Southeastern Philippines. So today I'm doing a special report and I'm gonna show you and discuss to you about one of the three economic systems. Though there are already many discussions and explanations about these economic systems that you can Google and you can search in YouTube, but still maybe this could help more to everyone. So here it is. Of course, everyone knows what is economy. Economy is a system which goods and services are produced, sold, and bought in a country. But what if we insert a word tradition? What now does it mean? Well, tradition, of course, means behaving or doing something that has been used by people in a particular society, that have been part of the culture of a group of people for a long time. So if we say traditional economy for the exact term, what is really a traditional economy? So traditional economy is an economic system in which economic decisions are based on customs and beliefs. So it is which the traditions are rich in developing the goods and services for the area. In other words, a traditional economy is one that is built around the way a society lives. The family or community of this economy relies on what is their tradition. Now that we know that a traditional economy is built upon traditions, customs, and beliefs, let's look at some other factors or characteristics that contribute this type of economy. So, what are the characteristics of a traditional economy? Number one, the most common characteristic of a traditional economy is that found in rural, non-developed country, meaning it's a provincial and the place is lack of sophistication, as we see now on the picture on the screen. And most of the people who are at this kind of economy, examples are Amazon tribes, which is living in the most isolated regions of the Amazon rainforest. Then, the Inuit of northern Canada, which refers to the land, water, and ice contained in the Arctic region. Then, the Aborigines in Australia, Indian tribes, Vanuatu tribes, Amish tribes. These Amish tribes are a group of traditionalist Christians. Another characteristic of traditional economy is farming, fishing, hunting, and gathering. This is what they are just actually do. Farming if they are from the farm, of course. Fishing if they are living on the seashore. Hunting if they are in the forest. And gathering. And the people do the same job of what their parents done, generation to generation. Next, barter and trade is often used, which means no money is used. This is just where the people trade for the things they need or for the things they want. For example, the American tribes bartered deer or any meat that exchanged for guns, bullets, and clothes from the Europeans. So that's it. They're just exchanging good to good. Then other characteristics, rarely surplus produce. Why rarely surplus? Because everyone just doing their jobs and work just enough to have food for them to eat every day. They also use primitive tools and methods because they are very basic and no advanced technology. and they're not showing much skill. They are the old version on the economy system. What are the advantages of the traditional economy? Number one, everyone knows their rules or job. Community works together. Everyone plays an equally important role in traditional economy. The other person creates cloth and the other person creates accessories. They are just working together to keep an economy running smoothly. Number two, life is stable and continuous. Because as what I have said earlier, they are working together and the communities come together and each person has a purpose that they serve. All of the vital needs and necessities of life unmet, resulting in a much simpler way of living. They are working for survival, not for the profit. They are preferred to work together instead of competing against each other, and that creates a much more peaceful environment. Number three, produces only those kinds of goods and services, and that isn't destructive to the environment. They don't need buildings to work, they don't need to cut trees to build offices and buildings and houses. They don't need factories for the good to be packaged. They just help preserve natural land and that result in a healthier environment. But what are the disadvantages of the traditional economy? Number one, stagnation and lack of progress. There are lack of growth, of lack of activity because people are simply trading for the things they need, so they do not aspire to have more than those, and these regions are often riddled with poverty and other problems. Number two, no protection from environment disasters. Number three, people are in danger of hunger and disease. Because if harvest for hunting is poor, then people will surely starve. Number four, low standard of living. Because no modern technologies are used in a traditional economy. That's all for today. I hope you learn a lot and thanks for listening and watching.